Neil, you're muted, I think.
So Tolu Smith joins us now in the press room to talk about a big win today for Mississippi State over Vanderbilt. Tolu, a huge second half for you, and tell me what kind of spurred your output in the final 20 minutes of this game today.
Just when we went to the locker room, coach felt like we were playing sluggish and just not playing with the intensity that we need. So a better burst, especially in the first 5 minutes. And my teammates did a great job of giving me the ball.
As a team, you guys scored 42 points in the paint today. Outscored Vandy 42-18. How much of the game plan was about getting the ball into the paint, trying to take advantage of your size there today?
That's a big factor in most games. And for most teams that we play, we're dominantly bigger. So being able to be aggressive and take over the paint is key for us to win.
I know that optics can be everything for people. 2-1 going in, 3-1 coming out. How much better does 3-1 feel in that locker room than 2-2 would have felt today?
It feels great. Then we get to go home and get another win. So it's just a great feeling overall.
Tolu, thank you. Congratulations on a great
Thank
game.
you.
Okay, we'll open up to the media. Garrick, you can go first.
Tolu, how difficult is it to defend a team like Vanderbilt when they take as many threes as they do, especially when they're making them like they did today?
It's tough. Everybody can spread the floor, so that forces our bigs to guard the perimeter, allowing less shot blocks. So it's tough. I think they shot 40-something%, so they shot it great. Just got to work on that.
Go ahead, Paul.
So, Lou, obviously you guys had some mistakes down the stretch against Kentucky to kind of let a win get away from y'all. Since then, y'all dominated in the second half and pulled away late. How much was that a learning lesson against Kentucky the way y'all are playing now?
Kentucky was definitely a learning lesson overall. Just being able to close out games and being mature. So I feel like overall we just worked on that and got better each game.
Does anyone else have any questions for Tolu? Okay, thank you, Tolu. We'll open it up to the media for questions.
Iverson, back-to-back 20-point games. Just what's working so well for you right now?
Just being able to read the defense, and, just let the game come to me. I don't rush. I'm do a good job now this year not trying to rush shots. So, like I said, I just let the game come to me, really.
Garrick?
Iverson, I asked Tolu, but when you play a team like Vanderbilt that shoots it from deep as much as they do, and when you see it making in, what's it like to defend them from the perimeter, and does it put any extra pressure from you to convert those inside looks when they make as many threes as they do?
Yes. They stretch the floor more when we play defense, and, it's a little bit hard because, us as guards, we have to take the roll off too. And, having good shooters as another team, it kind of makes us make a decision, either take the roll off or not, or just take the three. So, we just do a better good job of just taking the three.
Go ahead, Joel.
Iverson, Cam comes in there at the end and gets that big steal towards the end of the game and helps steal that game. Just how big is he defensively for you guys to have a guy like that come off the bench and make a play like that down there?
He's a tough dude. Especially coming as a freshman and being able to make the plays. That's really big, and I'm really happy for him.
Neil, you can go ahead.
Sorry, my mute button was stuck, Iverson. Congratulations on another big game. The way I kind of was talking about with folks who were with us today is that you had two of the top scoring duos going against each other in the league today. You and DJ against Dessou and Pippen for Vandy. Do you try, or is there something with the competitor in you that you want to raise your game when you go into a matchup against guys who are playing at a high level like those two guys were?
Definitely, but at the same time, I don't let it affect my game. I just try to stay what I'm doing right now. I don't be forcing stuff, and of course, there's all the talk and all everything, but I do a pretty good job of just leaving that on the outside and you're focused on the core and, being able to play as a team.
You guys have been very aggressive on the offensive end. Now going back into that second half against Mizzou and throughout the game today, 42 points in the paint today.
Mm-hmm.
With regard to what is happening for you and for DJ, how have things changed that have opened it up for you guys to drive and get to the rim a lot more?
I feel like Vanderbilt, kind of did a pretty good job of us coming off the screen because they started doubling in the first half. And, they realized that, we would just get over the big and go around the big when we was coming out of the screen. So, this game, it was really, stretched out because, he was looking more for the shooters and, he was looking more for Tolo on the inside. And there was just more focus on the team instead of just me and DJ, like the first two games.
How much confidence does this group have right now? You lost the first two games. I know you weren't available for those two, but you guys have won 8 of your last 10 now. Is there a lot of confidence in that locker room? For sure. And, we going to keep it rolling. We staying humble. We're going to keep working hard, and, we're going to listen to the starters from our coach, and, we just got to keep working and keep being humble. Last one here. Now, you have been asked a lot about your scoring, and I've asked you about it too because it's been fun to watch. You had 8 rebounds today. You tied for the team lead in rebounding. How much pride do you take in that? This year I take a lot of pride on that, and I feel like I had to show that I'm not only a scorer. I can I can rebound and I can do other couple of just other than the scoring. So I'm making sure that they see me as a complete player. Iverson, congratulations. Thank you. All right, thank you. Andy's second straight win at Vanderbilt for a Mississippi State club going back to 2019. Coach, first of all, your guys were aggressive again today on the offensive end. 42 points in the paint today. How much of that was a part of your game plan to attack Vandy?
Yeah, we're always trying to score in the paint because of our size with Abdul and Tolu and Iverson gets them. We've got a lot of guys that are good in the paint, pull-up jumpers, shots at the rim. I thought, Tolu was really good and patient offensively today in terms of getting it down low and taking his time. He had some really good post moves today. So you can see he's really growing there. He's improving. That's exciting.
I want to ask you about Cameron Matthews because we talked about him during the pregame show today. I know you've really been working with him on his free throw shooting. How happy are you that he was a 50% foul shooter in this game today?
Well, I'm happy that he got the steal, number one. That was a huge play. A huge play. And then to, knock down the first one to make it so they had to shoot a 3 was big. And, they really, you got to give them credit. They made 15 3 points. And we came off guys at inopportune times, and we got to learn from it because we're playing them again. We're playing the same team again sometime in February, I think. But we got to do a better job not allowing all those threes. And they're a great shooting team. This is a hard place to win. I think it's, like you said, the 11th time ever. I think we're probably about 11 and 50-something in this building as a program.
48-11 coming after today.
11 and 48?
11 and 48, excuse me. I was trying to make it sound better.
Okay.
But yeah, 11 and 48 after today. You're 2-0 on the road in the SEC, and you've won both of those games by 10 points or less. What does that say about how your guys are coming together and growing, that they can go into places where
they're fighting through adversity, when they're knocking down threes, we're hanging all over them. We had a couple tough plays where, I thought they got a good call where Abdul blocked the shot. I'd love to see the replay. I haven't seen it yet, but so you're fighting through all sorts of things. And when you look at the game stats here, we outboarded them, which was huge. Our foul shooting again was 18 for what? They're 28. So not great. We want to continue to work and get better at that. That's something that's huge for us, and make those free throws down the stretch. But I thought we had 4 guys in double figures. They were preaching the game. We really looked good out there at both ends of the floor, and something we can definitely continue to build on moving forward. sure.
Ben, Neil was talking a little bit about you guys coming together. I don't know, it may be too early to say something like this, but you look at when Jalen entered the starting lineup and when Iverson, of course, came back after missing the first couple of games. Is this team kind of, I don't know, playing as a team as well as any team that you've had since you've been at Mississippi State? It just seems like the pieces really are working well together.
Yeah, they are. And there's a great sense of understanding of everybody's role. And our guys really like each other. We have great leadership within the team, starting with Abdul, starting with DJ, and including Iverson and Tolu. Those four guys doing a great job leading. I think Jalen, as a fifth-year player, has been a tremendous leader for us, for our younger guys. And it's really been good. I think our guys are really supporting one another. And we've got a good feeling in that locker room. And, so I'm proud of them. I'm proud of how they're playing together and playing unselfishly and really happy for one another. I can't hear you, Mike.
Coach, not just Cam Matthews, but talk about the production you got off the bench today. Obviously, Post gave you some good minutes in the first half, and Dave Young played well. What's it like to get that kind of consistent production from them?
Yeah, we want to continue to get that. That's very important for us moving forward. I thought Quentin did a really good job in the second half rebounding the basketball. He had 3 very important defensive rebounds, made a big shot at the top of the key that gave us a 9-point lead at that point, and made a little stretch for us today. I thought he did a really good job. That play at the end of the game where DJ was being double teamed, and he got the ball from DJ, penetrated baseline, jumped in the air, and gave a little scoop underhanded pass to Abdul for the dunk. It was a huge play for us. And yet we're going to watch this game film and learn from some of the mistakes and keep growing as a team.
Paul, did you have a follow-up? All right, I think that's all we have. Questions for Coach Wise. We'll go ahead and see you guys Tuesday.